Okay, so this video is a look at Corgi 007 BMWs. Just like the Aston Martins and Lotus Esprit in the last two previous videos, these are 1/36 scale. So this is the first one, the blue BMW from Goldeneye. Tons of detail on this. Headlights and a BMW badge on the front. Wing mirrors. Brake lights, BMW badge and movie accurate number plate on the back. As you may have noticed, this has two figures in it, Bond and the Bond girl. I've seen a few Bond cars with Bond in them, but never the Bond girl, so that's a first. I'm really impressed by the amount of detail on the figures, except for their hair. Bond has the same shade of hair as the girl, even though Pierce Brosnan plays Bond in the film and he has black hair. This looks more like Roger Moore than Pierce Brosnan. Either the makers of this couldn't be bothered changing paintbrushes, or they were paying so much attention to the car they let this small detail get past them. It's the only flaw in an otherwise excellent car. It has a working feature of firing missiles from behind the headlights, which I've said before was mentioned in the film but never shown. It was all set up and no payoff. But thanks to Corgi, you now get to see it. Pushing down on the headrests fires the missiles. I doubt you saw it as they come out of there with some speed, except for that one which has misfired, which happens a lot with this. So that was the first BMW from Pierce Brosnan's run as James Bond. And this is the second from the next film, Tomorrow Never Dies. As ever on these, there's lots of detail on the front and back. This has got to be the least sporty car ever given to Bond by Q. It suits his cover as a banker, but I just prefer the sportier Bond cars. This has working features too. A chain cutter pops up out of the BMW logo on the bonnet. That has to be the most convenient gadget ever. How could Q Branch predict someone would try to stop this car by placing a chain across its path, and it would be at this exact height. It also fires rockets from the roof. I can show you where they fire from, but not them firing, as when I first got this, only 3 out of 4 rockets fired. I tried fixing it, and now none fire, which is disappointing. I think the rockets and the springs are too small and are easily broken. It was a nice attempt by Corgi, but I think they could have come up with a sturdier design. Last is the silver BMW from The World Is Not Enough. This is 4 years older than the previous two cars, so you don't get a movie accurate number plate or figures sat in the car. This only has one working feature, small missile launchers which come out of the side of the car when the headrests are pushed. They don't fire, but to me look like small ineffective wings. I think the first blue BMW is the best one in these. Okay, so that was a look at some Corgi 007 BMWs, and hopefully you'll join me on another video sometime.